The camera pans over a desolate, crumbling ruin, illuminated by a dim, eerie twilight. The story begins with a voiceover explaining an ancient myth. Centuries ago, the Shadow Walkers were said to emerge during a total eclipse, feeding on the life force of the living. The warnings became forgotten legends, buried by time. A skeptical scientist, Dr. Alan Grayson, stands at the edge of the ruins, examining old texts in his journal. The texts mention the eclipse and the walkers, but are dismissed by Alan as ancient superstition. As the sun begins to dim, casting long, unnerving shadows, Alan ventures deeper into the ruins, filming his findings. He narrates into his recorder, mocking the old tales. When he notices something unusual, his shadow moves in the opposite direction. He pauses, staring at the unnatural motion. Suddenly, the shadow detaches from his feet and melts into the growing darkness. Alan stumbles back, panicked. His voice trembles as he records. This isn't possible. Shadows don't move on their own. The scene darkens as the eclipse nears totality. The world is bathed in a strange gray hue, and shadows seem to come alive, creeping along walls and leaping from the ground. Alan runs, but the shadows grow faster, larger, taking on twisted humanoid shapes with glowing eyes. In desperation, Alan stumbles into a chamber within the ruins. There, he finds carvings depicting the Shadow Walkers and an ancient ritual to seal them. He frantically tries to decode the instructions, while the shadows surround him, their whispers echoing in the room. "Join us. Become one of us." Alan completes the ritual just as the Shadow Walkers close in. A blinding light erupts, freezing the shadows in place. The eclipse passes, and the shadows return to their natural state. The story ends with Alan's voiceover as he leaves the ruins at dawn. The legends weren't myths, they were warnings. And now, I carry the burden of their truth. As Alan walks away, the camera pans down to his feet. His shadow lingers, unmoving, even as he continues forward.